All right, y'all, what's up? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is when you watch the video, just make it apply. I hope everybody is in really good energy. Um, I want to, show you guys a gift that I got in the mail that I'm doing a sponsorship for. And I want you guys to purchase a necklace because we're going to work on this for the next couple of weeks, teaching you how to manifest. And so it's otter spirit and they have crystals. And so I want to teach you how to use these tools in order to manifest what it is that you want. You kind of already know what's in this box with me representing the color pink. When it comes to pink, it should be one thing that comes to mind, and that is love. Love is always the color pink and red. When it comes to those colors and manifestation, pink bring romance, red bring passion, and white bring commitment. And so normally you want to mix those up. So we're going to go ahead and open a box. Beautiful box, beautiful packaging, by the way. And this is, I already got my little thing out, rose quartz, and it tells you what it is. I like this. I'm loved for who I am. And it tells you the intentions. This is for love. It tells you the chakra. It's the heart chakra. And then it tells you the zodiac sign. And the zodiac signs, it has Taurus, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. But the zodiac signs don't matter when we're trying to manifest. So, of course, very beautiful necklace. And so I'm going to show you how you cleanse and charge crystals whenever you get them. Let me get those incense. You want to get you some incense to cleanse. You want to release from any energy that could be holding on to these crystals. When it comes to crystals, you can cleanse by using incense. You can use sea salt and water. You can use Florida water, or you can let them charge in a full moon. And so we're just going to cleanse it. Let that smoke just really hit that necklace before putting it on. We're charging it, we're cleansing it. And so that's what you always want to do whenever you're bringing in any type of necklace, bracelet that's going to be touching you. And that's supposed to be protecting your energy, helping you to manifest with your energy. You always want to make sure that you cleanse. Once we cleanse, because the goal is to manifest love, you can always take some love oil, and all you need is a little dab. We don't need to do too much. You can always take some love oil and just slightly put it over the beads. We don't need too much oil to put on the bead. So we got our love oil, we got the crystal itself, and then we already charged it with the incense. And so now after that, we're just gonna put it on. And when it comes to this, you're gonna keep it on all day long. And so, take it off at night. You don't want to do anything where, especially if you're a heavy sleeper, some of y'all are heavy sleepers, take that shit off. But rose quartz is really good for bringing in love, and you can always pair it with going into hoodoo, where you have your love mojo bag. And so now the entire time you have your mojo bag, you have your rose quartz, carry it with you and manifest love. We can always come back at the end of the day and follow up with some candle work. So again, very beautiful necklace. I'm gonna put the link. I'm gonna put the link in the bio. Y'all gotta start checking that bio or the description, because a lot of people is like, "What is your website?" It's always in the description. First it's a paragraph of what the reading is actually about, and then from there it's a link. And so if you need the link, I will send you the link directly, like I always do in the comments. But I want you guys to check it out. I have another necklace too, but we're gonna take it step by step. First, for the first week, we're going to focus on love, and then the next week we're going to focus on money. And so this week, get your necklace, get your mojo bags, get your pink and red candles, and then and white candles as well. And then once I've given the people enough time to get these things, I'm gonna do a live, and we'll walk through the entire process of how easy it is to manifest what it is that you want. I'm done, Elijah. You can get through doing the incense for the house. Elijah's doing the incense for the house, cleansing the house. And so while he was doing the incense, I was like, hey, I need those incense to cleanse this necklace. So order your necklace, guys. Once you get it, we're going to do a live and, teach you how to manifest. Whenever you're manifesting love, you got to be very clear with your intentions. You got to be very clear. You want to make sure that you are going in with the most positive intentions possible. Whenever you're trying to manifest something, and let's stay on love, make sure you incorporate more pink and more red in your dress style. Whatever it is you're trying to manifest, make sure that the intentions is matching everywhere. And so when it comes to intentions, add more of that color in your wardrobe. Use your tools like your crystals, like your rose quartz. Use your tools like your mojo bag. And then, of course, you want to make sure that you're using your tools such as love oil, and then getting you a candle, getting you either a pink candle, red candle, or white candle to manifest what it is that you want. And we're going to bring it all in on a live. But your intentions, it needs to be sharp. If you have all of these things, you have your rose quartz, you have your mojo bag, you have your candle, and at the end of the day, while you're fueling this manifestation, if you keep saying, well, niggas ain't shit, I'm going to get cheated on, there's no good men, all these men are gay. If you keep thinking these things and putting that in your ritual while you're manifesting, just know that that's what you're going to get. You're going to end up getting everything that you want. You're going to end up getting that masculine and muscular guy. You're going to end up getting that person that's going to provide. You're going to end up getting that person that's going to love God and everything else that you asked for. But you're also going to get the other things that is fueling this ritual. You're going to get the person that's not shit. You're going to get the person that's going to cheat on you. You're going to get the person that's gay. You're going to get the person that's going to treat you wrong, because that is what you're putting in the ritual. The reason why people have other people to do rituals for them is because they can't control their intentions. They can't control their mind. They can't let go of the negative things. They can't let go of the things that is, blocking them. And if you bring those blocks in manifestation, that's what it is that you're going to get. And so I told you before, you want to be careful in the spirit in which you manifest. And before I, continue with that, remember your mojo bag is always in your pocket on your dominant side. It's always on the dominant side. So if you're right-handed, you put it in your right. If you're left-handed, you put it in your left. It's always on the dominant side. And then, of course, your bracelets, put your bracelets on. Your necklace, put your necklace on. These are really good tools to bring about manifestation. You got the rose quartz. You got the mojo bag that's matching it. You got the love oil with it. It's a really good simple ritual to bring in what it is you desire. I'm going to teach you how to do the mojo bag on the live, because the mojo bag is going to have a petition. You will put a small petition that you'll get a brown piece of paper, and you'll write down what it is that you're looking for. Be very specific with that. What you're looking for: masculine, muscular. Someone that's going to love me. Someone that's going to, whatever it is. You're doing traits. You're not doing a specific name or anything. It's traits of what you're looking for. Once you get done with that, you're going to go to the right, as always, clockwise, And then you're going to put love come to me 9 times. Love come to me, love come to me, love come to me, love come to me, love come to me. You're going to do it to the right again, clockwise. And then you're going to sign your name. And then you're going to do it clockwise again. And you're going to put 1131. You can do it 3 times. If you can do it 9 times, do it 9 times. And then once you flip it again, you should be back upright. Once you're upright, you can always take a little sugar and put it on the petition and some cinnamon, and you can fold it 3 times towards you. You're going to fold it 3 times towards you, and then that's when you're going to put it in the mojo bag. And then once you put it in the mojo bag, you're going to tie the knots. You're going to tie this thing up, and then you will always keep it in your pocket on the dominant side. And so that's how you do a simple mojo bag. You keep it in your pocket, keeping that energy with you. You got your rose quartz to go with it, and so you're good to go. And now it's just watch the way that you think. This is not the time for you to be saying, oh, love is not going to come to me. Love is not going to find me. Love is just not in the cards for me. That's not the time to speak those things when you're trying to manifest love. And, we don't always have to try to manifest a return. Manifest what it is that you truly desire. Manifest the traits that you want. And if an old person comes back when you're manifesting, then maybe that's a sign that that person has changed. We want to be careful in the energy that we manifest in. We don't want to manifest in desperation. We don't want to manifest in loneliness. We want to get out of those emotions before we manifest. Because when we manifest with that type of low energy, we end up getting, very bad results. You're going to get whatever it is that you put into this ritual. Rituals is all about intentions and faith. Is what direction do you want this energy to go? What direction do you want this energy to manifest? That's intentions. And then you have your faith, where it's, do you believe it's going to happen? You cannot come in with doubt. You're only fighting yourself. When you believe that something is not going to happen, you are fighting yourself in these rituals. And so let's come from it from a practical standpoint. If you strongly believe in your mind that, oh, my ex-lover is not going to come back to me, he hates me, and all of this other stuff, then maybe that's not the person you want to manifest, because you're already fighting against yourself. And let's start from a place of what it is that you believe that you can manifest. If you are saying that, I'm not cute enough to manifest someone that is muscular, that goes to the gym, then maybe you might not want to put that on your petition, because you're already fighting against yourself. And so is put down what you believe that you can manifest. Because if your faith is not attached to these rituals, then it's not going to happen. Your faith must be attached. You must believe whatever it is that you're asking for. It's the same way with your intentions. Make sure that your intentions are sharp. Don't go out of desperation and say, oh, I'm just looking for somebody to love me, but you don't put those other important traits that's very important to you. Everybody is not, prone on having something that is physical. Some people don't care about what the body type is, and so you won't put that on your petition. Some people only care about the inner. Other people's focus on what their love language is and circle around that. However you do it, just make sure that those intentions are pure, and that's what it is that you truly want. Don't ask for something that you can't handle. Do not ask for something that you can't handle. Sometimes people put some of the craziest things in rituals, and it always goes back to the saying, be careful what you ask for. Some people will do these rituals from a sexual standpoint, and they will say, oh, I want somebody that's just going to be wild, somebody that can handle my sex drive, and you get exactly that. And this person exceeds your sex drive, and they exceed your sex drive so much that is something that you can't handle. And what do you think that's going to happen when that person is keep coming to you saying, I want sex, and you are keep saying, I'm not in the mood, I can't do this? Eventually that person is going to step out and get what it is that they need. Let's just be real. No one is going to stay in a state that is not their own. People are going to communicate. Well, hopefully they'll communicate. They'll be transparent, and they'll be honest about what it is that they're looking for. And after a while, after not getting those things, they will step out and go get what it is that they need. And so we want to be very careful about manifesting things that we know that we can't handle. Let's stick to what we know we can handle. Let's stick to the important things that we know that we need. You know, when it comes to manifestation, the number is 9. 9 is a really good number when it comes to manifestation. Even in the tarot cards, the 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment. And so maybe we can start there. Think of 9 positive points that you want from a partner. What are the 9 most important things to you? Think of that. And then as you write your petition, there are going to be bullet points. You're going to write those 9 bullet points going straight down. And then once you come up with those 9 things, everything else is just moving clockwise. You're going to write love come to me 9 times. You're going to do it again, and then you're going to sign your name. You're going to do it again, and then put 1131, which is the angel number for love. And then you should be back upright. And then from there, you're going to, a little cinnamon, a little sugar, you're going to fold it 3 times to you, and then you're going to put it in your mojo bag, and you're going to tie it up. Hopefully it's enough room to do 9 knots, but if not, just keep tying it to get all of the knots for the string, and then you're going to keep it in your dominant side. But when it comes to these rituals, you'll be surprised how powerful they are, and especially when you start teaming them with other things. You know, and that's where your intentions come in at. Your intention saying is that everything is going to match and everything is going to glue together. That, you know, if I'm manifesting love, I'm not going to get a crystal that doesn't resonate with love. I'm going to get something that resonates with love. So I'm going to wear my rose quartz. I'm going to change my style of how I dress. That I'm going to incorporate more pink, more red, that, more white. I'm going to keep my mojo bag on my dominant side in my pocket, bringing in energy that way. I'm going to do my candle work where I'm going to light a red candle and recite Psalms 24 and 25 for bringing in love. I'm going to, for some of you, your heart chakra is so blocked because of all of the things that have happened. I've had clients when I've done readings where I'm like, it's going to be very hard for you to manifest love because of all of this stuff that's in your energy. And, before, even starting the process of helping them to manifest love, I always told them, I need you to go on a fast. And your fast is not staying away from food. Your fast is staying away from that music that keeps you depressed. Staying away from that music that keep you down. Staying away from the music that's constantly having you to reflect on a bad relationship. It's like, stay away from that music. Listen to love songs. Listen to songs where it's 2 people coming together. Only watch TV shows and movies that circle around love, that 2 people are coming together despite all of the challenges, despite all the odds. You're going to know once you're successful at opening your heart chakra, because one of the signs when you open your heart chakra, you're going to start crying a lot. You're going to start crying out of the blue for no reason. Tears are just going to start running down. You're going to notice that you're going to end up being more sensitive. The moment that heart chakra opens, that's when it's now time for you to start manifesting love, because now you have the energy to do so. And so there has been a lot of occasions where I've told my clients that I need you to go on a complete fast in order to open that heart chakra and letting go of all of these negative thoughts and philosophies, blocking people in your phone that you know that's going to get you out of that energy. And the moment that that heart chakra is open, now you can manifest what it is that you want. Because what is the purpose of manifesting if you don't believe in what it is that you want to bring in? Getting a little off topic, but still about manifestation, is I remember when I start manifesting money. Money is one of those things you really got to have a sharp intentions. And we're going to go over that and after we get done with our little series of love, because I love the necklace that they gave me of the green jade. And jade is, really good for bringing in money. And money is my specialty. Maybe I should have started with money. Money is my specialty. I can manifest the shit out of some money. Money is the thing that loves me. Money is the thing that has always followed me. When it came to manifesting my dream job, when it came to just manifesting money because I needed bills and stuff paid, money is the thing that is the easiest for me to manifest. Why? I do not know. I remember when I needed to get crowned, and it was $17,000, 17,000, and I worked with my deity Yemaya, and I did my money rituals, doing my divination, asking Yemaya to bless the ritual, and that money came exceedingly and abundantly. It went way beyond what I was trying to manifest. And so money is one of those things that I love, and it's mainly because I have no negative attitude towards money. I have never been in a situation where I have lacked. I have never been in a situation of poverty. I have never been in a situation of not having. And because of that, my energy and my aura towards money is so positive. It is so, you can put it in Sarah Bondapot. It's so positive. I've always had a positive outlook on money. And because of that, it has always manifested in such a fast and powerful way. When it comes to money, I've always had a clear mindset, and that's what you don't realize is that when it comes to manifestation, that is the thing that matters the most is a clear mindset. You must let go of the negativity. If you have challenges in a certain area, it's going to be hard to manifest in that area. But when there is, just throw it away. When there is no challenges in certain areas in your life and you have never had problems, that is the area that you need to maximize because you can manifest with ease. You can manifest with so much ease when there is no challenge. The people that have a challenge manifesting in love is because you're still holding on to heartbreak. You're still holding on to baggage. You're still holding on to what that nasty ass nigga told you. You're still holding on to what that no good nigga told you. And because you're still holding on to those things, it's a whole lot harder to manifest. You're around here saying, I want love, but your internal is saying, I'm fat. I'm unattractive. I'm never going to amount to anything. Nobody is going to want somebody with kids. Nobody is going to look at me and see something positive. Nobody is going to see my worth. You keep reflecting those things day in and day out. And so you're literally fighting against the energy that is trying to bring a positive change in your life. We have to be careful in the spirit in which we manifest. That is what's going to determine if it's going to be successful or not. I want to see you guys getting your rose quartz, and I want to see you wearing more pink. I want to see you wearing, more red. Incorporate those things into your outfits. I want to see you with your rose quartz. I want to see you with your mojo bag. Another way to charge your mojo bag, just like you did with the crystals, that once you close your mojo bag, you're not opening this thing back up. When you need to charge your mojo bag, you're literally taking the oil and you're just putting drops on the bag. You're not opening this thing back up. Once this thing is closed, once it's sealed, it's sealed. You're going to let it absorb through the fabric, and you're going to put it back in your pocket. You don't open a mojo bag back up. It is, baby, it's sealed. Once that thing is sealed, it's sealed. And so I want to see you with your rose quartz, with your mojo bag. I want to see you start incorporating this thing in your outfits, the colors. I want you to start, if you have your deities, to work with Oshun, which is the goddess of love. I want to see you, watching more love movies, listening to more love songs, that you're removing all of that negativity and you're forcing yourself to see that this is positive. Sometimes before you manifest, you must condition your mind. If your mind is not conditioned and focused on what it is you're trying to manifest, you're fighting against yourself. A body that fights against itself will never manifest anything. I hear so many people on the comments where it's just like, oh, the reading is keep saying this, and I haven't got it yet. Where's your thought process at? Love can come in very easily when there's no blockages. If we keep thinking of the negative of this person, and in our mind we're only ready to fight when they come back, come on, what deity, what spirit is going to bring that in? That's not even serving your highest good. That's putting you in low vibration. What is going to bring that in? The blockages must be removed from both sides before anything is able to come in. Thank you, Ikun. Thank you, Spirit Guides. Thank you, Ancestors. Thank you, Sarabanda. Thank you, Risha. Thank you, Yeshua. Thank you, Olodumare. Thank you, Olorun. Thank you, Olofi. Ashe. We're starting off with the High Priestess. The High Priestess is the card of wisdom, is sacred knowledge, and it's the subconscious. Let's see what the High Priestess is paired with, because the High Priestess can be seen as something negative depending on what cards is paired with it, but it can also be seen as something extremely positive. All right, we got good cards to go with it. We got the Page of Pentacles, which is all about manifestation. And we have the Nine of Wands, which is being very close to success. So somebody is tapping in the spirit. When you think of the High Priestess, think of Holy Spirit, or whatever you call it, Ashe, inner child. Because the High Priestess is the divine feminine. This is feminine energy, and spirit is the feminine energy. Ori is the masculine energy inside of you, and Ori is the true essence of who you are. Ori is the full-blown God that's inside of you. Ashe is just the energy that flows, that gives you the power to manifest. Ashe is the breath of God that is flowing through your veins. What is the crossing energy? Crossing energy is the Emperor. We're talking about a divine masculine in this reading. The Emperor is all about a divine masculine. We're talking about a divine masculine that is sitting on his throne. We have the World card. The World card is the completion of a cycle, it's fulfillment, it's wholeness. Somebody is about to come in and cuddle. Somebody about, it's flipped over. It's flipped over with a lot of other stuff, but okay. The first thing that caught my mind is the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is success and victory and public acknowledgement, and then right under that is the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Cups is all about a wish fulfilled. But it didn't flip over. But it flipped over, but it didn't fall out. But it definitely caught my attention. The Six of Wands is a very positive card. It's a gift coming in. So yeah, come on, good omens, come through. Emperor is sitting on his throne, and it's paired with a good card, and so it talks about wish fulfillment with the World card being here. So this is a connection that's going to end up coming back together, but it's going to take wisdom. It's going to take wisdom to bring this thing in, because the High Priestess is here. And the High Priestess is telling you to go within. And so this would be a good time to start manifesting, what it is that you need. It's justice. Justice card is by itself. Justice card is all about bringing balance to a situation. Balance is coming in the situation. I love the Justice card. Justice card is all about fairness. It's all about truth. Let's see what the clarifier is going to be with the Justice. You got it paired with the Three of Pentacles, which is working together. And you got it paired with the Devil card as well. The Devil card can be seen as something very negative, but the Devil card can be seen as not necessarily, well, depending on how you look at it, because the Devil card can represent being obsessed. And especially with this energy now, the Devil is not being seen as nothing negative. This is someone that is burning with passion for you. There's someone out there that is burning with passion, and they want to come together and they want to work together. What is the challenge? What is the challenge? What is the challenge, Spirit? I don't know why I said it like that. The challenge. Spirit's just passing through. They like, let's get this nigga. I'm like, what the hell? Why did I say it like that? What is the challenge on Spirit? I be catching myself. I'm like, what the hell? What is the challenge, Spirit? What is the challenge for this connection? Remember, the challenge is the position that's not set in stone. It's saying that this can happen, depending on this energy. And so, the challenge is just what it is. This is the challenge. The challenge is the Four of Swords right now. The Four of Swords is all about rest and retreating. And so the challenge is there must be a ceasing of arguments and fights on both sides. If any side is ready to fight and argue, you can end up messing up this connection. And so let's see what the clarifier is going to be. But we already have the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords is I give up. I'm done. And it's not saying I give up that I don't want you anymore. It's saying that I'm tired of fighting. I'm ready to put down the swords. I'm ready to retreat. It's time to wave the white flag? It's time to wave the flag and to say, you know what? Let's come with middle ground. And then you have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is all about competition. It's all about persevering. The Seven of Wands is very similar to the Seven of Pentacles because the Seven of Pentacles is investing and the Seven of Wands is not giving up. Then I'm ready to work and put in the work. I'm ready to protect. I'm ready to defend. But it's saying that that's only going to come in if there is a ceasing of fighting. Let's see what the blockage is. What is the blockage in this connection? What is the blockage? What is blocking this connection from coming back together? Or whether it's a new person. Six of Wands is blocking this connection. It's not recognizing each other, not talking to each other is blocking this connection. The Six of Wands. Six of Wands is all about public recognition. The Six of Wands is the thing that is blocking this connection. It's recognition. It could be a possibility that you guys are not recognizing what each other bring to the table. That you're not recognizing what each other bring to the table. Yeah, you have the clarifier as the Four of Cups, which is depression. This is these are two people that's not recognizing they look good. This is two people that's not that was Elijah showing me his outfit for the day because I make him dress. I make him dress up. Even though he is homeschooled, I make him dress every single day. It's like, let's not get into the routine of not dressing up. And so whether it's we're staying at the house or whether it's us, he's going to the office with me, it's like, no, you need to dress up. Teach these boys how to dress and how to dress appropriately. Let's see what the immediate future is going to be. What is the immediate future within this connection, Spirit? What is the immediate future? What is the immediate future of this connection? What is the immediate future? What is the immediate future, Spirit? What is the immediate future? You had the five of wands in reverse, which is very good, and you have the lovers. And the lovers is all about a divine connection. And so the immediate future is saying that, hey, y'all are going to avoid fighting, which is the advice that came from the challenge position. So somebody is going to get together and they're choosing not to, where it's like you can talk about what happened, but Spirit is saying don't get into a full blown argument. Don't get into no damn full blown argument. What is the clarifier for the immediate future, Spirit? I love it. You have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is the save a hoe card. It's all about rushing in. I didn't even see that. It's paired with the Empress. It's all about rushing into the Empress. We now have confirmation that this is a divine partnership. This is a twin flame. We have the Emperor and the Empress out here. And then it's paired with the Moon card. The Moon card is the energy of being cautious. It's saying be very cautious. Don't spark back up old stuff that has already been buried. And even if it haven't been buried, talk about it, but don't go to the extreme. Let's look at hidden emotions, but we can do the hidden emotions as we go. We have as the overall energy, we have the High Priestess. I love the energy of the High Priestess. The High Priestess is sacred knowledge. This is our sacred wisdom. The opposite, the divine masculine for the High Priestess, which is the Hierophant, is knowledge. The High Priestess is wisdom. Knowledge is what teaches us how to build the boat, but it's wisdom that teaches us how to drive the boat, how to navigate the boat. And so knowledge and wisdom is always hand in hand, but they're still completely two different things. One goes under masculine energy and the other goes under feminine energy. And so with the High Priestess being here, this is the energy of telling you the way that you're going to, navigate this situation is by using wisdom. Wisdom does things with a soft hand. In the Bible, it says that wisdom will speak to you. And if you ignore wisdom, that wisdom is going to leave. And so it gives you a depiction of how soft and gentle the spirit of wisdom is. And it gives you a depiction of what feminine energy is. Feminine energy doesn't do all of that fighting and arguing. Feminine energy doesn't force something to be. Feminine energy is going to manifest what it is that it wants, and it's going to work with it. And if the person chooses not to work with it, they walk away. Divine masculine and divine feminine has nothing to do with gender, because I tell people all the time, I am 100% a divine feminine. Divine feminine has the energy to manifest, to take something out of nothing and just do all types of amazing things. Divine feminine can be male or female. With the High Priestess being here, the High Priestess represents the subconscious. And the subconscious, it represents dreams. This is two people, this is two people that is coming back together, and you could be seeing each other in the dream state, that you two are dreaming about each other. When you look at the B and the J and in the card reading, this is still biblical. Everything in these readings is biblical. It has a lot of Christian things in these readings. And I forgot it's Boaz and something else what the B and the J stand for. And so once again, even when you look at the throne of the High Priestess, it represents the divine masculine and feminine, and it's wisdom that is in the middle of it. And so when it comes to this relationship, is that you guys probably didn't have wisdom flowing in this relationship, not knowing when to cease the arguments, not knowing when you were going below the belt, not knowing when you were just doing too much. And it's not putting the blame on one person. This could be both parties in the relationship that you're just completely missing each other. That when you're arguing, this is someone where both of you are arguing about orange. But when it comes to one person in a relationship, they're talking about orange as the fruit. But then when it comes to the other person in a relationship, they're talking about orange as the color. And you're both arguing and you don't realize you will never land anywhere because you're talking about two different things. One is talking about a fruit, the other one is talking about a color. Where the fuck are we gonna land? I mean, the only way that we can land is by saying that the fruit is orange. No, we can land there, but this is someone that within their connection, they didn't have wisdom in their connection. They didn't know when to stop. They didn't know where to really, how to address things within a relationship. This is someone that didn't have wisdom, but now, these are two people that is getting ready to come back together. Spirit just showed me this, I think this is a waning moon. That's the little halfway. Or waxing moon, waning moon, waxing moon, whatever it's called. That could be the season and when this person is going to come back. We're in a full moon now. That the next waning moon is when this person could come back. Is when this person could start communication. You have the Page of Pentacles here, and the Page of Pentacles is all about manifestation. And the Page of Pentacles is all about a seed. There's going to be an opportunity for this thing to manifest itself, that it's going to come back together naturally. And this could be, with the wisdom card here, this could be by the hand of neither one of you. That this could be something that out of the blue, both of you end up meeting at the grocery store, and it forces a connection that neither one of you reached out to the other person. This is going to end up being a manifestation, but this manifestation, it looks like it's coming from spirit itself, with the high priestess being the overall energy for this. And then you have it paired with the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Wands is close to success, but it's also the testing of your faith. And so whenever you get the Nine of Wands, this is saying that a test is going to be given where it's saying, hey, you said that you want this person, and something is going to happen where it's going to ask you the question, well, do you really want this person? And sometimes the testing could be that, spirit will present you with somebody completely opposite than what it is you're trying to manifest, just to test what it is that you truly want, to see if you really want this type of person, or to see if you want this person back. Remember, when it comes to the spirits and when it comes to the deities, especially deities like Elegua and Eshu, they are really good at giving tests, where they will say, I heard what you told me, and they will give you a test to see if that's truly what it is that you truly want. We have the Emperor here, and the Emperor is the divine masculine. This is the energy of all four of the kings. We have the King of Cups, which is emotional stability. We have the King of Pentacles, which is physical stability and safety and security. We have the King of Wands, which is passion and spiritual magic. And we have the King of Swords, which is mental energy, being stable in the mind. Let's look at the hidden emotion for the overall energy. I forgot about that. I was about to skip it over. Spirit just reminded me. Ooh, I like it. Awareness, value, importance. This thing is about to go deep. And once again, it's being represented in water, being submerged in water. This is someone, whoever this reading is for, you're having deep dreams about this person. Both of you are having deep dreams about each other. Water is the energy of memory. Water is the energy of the subconscious. When you think of water and the moon, that is the first thing you should think of is the feminine energy. It's the subconscious. It is, the energy of spirit. This thing is about to go deep. And that these are two people that is already connecting with each other on the spiritual plane, that every night you two could be coming back together doing all types of stuff in the spiritual realm. And that is one of the reasons why spirit is saying in two different places that you need to be cautious of arguments and fights. And so these are two people that's going to end up coming back together, and this runs deep. The water is definitely going to be deep. You're going deep into this connection. And so and then especially with this card, the depths card paired with the high priestess, and the high priestess is that same energy of strong spiritual magic. This is spirit bringing two people back together. I'm telling you, this is going to end up happening where the person that this is talking about, you're going to end up running into this person. This is not going to be you reaching out to this person, nor the other person reaching out to you. This is going to end up being divine intervention. The spirit is going to end up bringing these two people back together. Look at God, boy. A card at the bottom of the deck is soulmate. Card at the bottom of the deck is soulmate. This is two people coming back together, and they're going to end up being in a very deep love. Spirit is working on both of you, and when you get back together, it's going to feel as if you were never separated. It's going to feel as if you were never apart. This is going to end up being a very powerful love connection. This is not for the people that's like, fuck that motherfucking nigga, he did this and that. This not for you. This reading is not for you. Your reading should be healing. Let it go. Not trying to be a jackass, but for real, your reading should be healing. Let that shit go. Everybody comes with baggage. Yes, I was hurt myself. And I'm in that stage where it's like, fuck you, motherfucker, fuck you, motherfucker, fuck you, motherfucker, fuck you. I'm at that stage too. I need healing as well. But this is not that. These are two people that has completed their healing or on the brink of completing their healing. Because I can tell you now, this is not me. I'm not there. I'm still on that side with some of you where it's like, fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, motherfucker. Fuck you, bitch. I don't fuck with you. You look dumbass bitch. I ain't fucking with you. Now I'm shifting the energy. This is positive energy, and I'm shifting the energy to my negative ass mindset. Let's stay focused, Rashad. Let's get on it, and let's finish this beautiful reading and not talk about your own personal shit. But this is going to be a beautiful connection coming back together with the soulmate being at the bottom of the deck. We have the Emperor here, and the Emperor is the combination of all four of the kings. This is somebody that's going to come back. They're going to be more attached. They're going to be more stable. This is going to be someone that's going to present themselves in a very completely different way. The challenge in this is going to be, will you be able to see it? Will you be able to notice the change in this person? And whenever we see change in somebody, we never want to quickly remind them of the past, of what they used to be. If your discernment and your intuition is sharp and you see the change within this person, then let's appreciate the change that spirit has done. Because spirit will sometimes cause a breakup, cause a tower moment in order to transform somebody and bring them back in a more stronger transformed state. And so those are the things that we have to keep in mind. We have the World card here. The World card is a completion to a cycle. It is saying that, look, whatever it is that Spirit has put this Emperor through, they have completed this cycle. This is someone that has matured. This is someone that has rose to the energy that they need to be in order to match you on your frequency. And so, Spirit is like, look, at the end of the day, this person is going to end up coming back changed. This person is going to have a different level of fulfillment. One of the things that, could have been lacking in this connection is fulfillment. That you only were able to reach this person on a sexual level, on a physical level, that there was never anything of reaching on a spiritual level together, of getting a more enriched relationship. The more enriched the relationship is, the harder it is to break. Where it's like finding interest in each other, where if this person loves football, maybe you should try to find some type of interest in there, where it's like, I don't like football, but I do like the halftime shows. I mean, I do like some good ass food. I mean, I can go with you and eat. I might not be able to have a full blown conversation with you about the different teams, but I definitely can talk to you about these spicy ass nachos. Find interest, find those common grounds. That it can't be, date night just can't be circled around what one person wants. We need to find common interests where it's like, hey, we'll do your thing this week, we'll do my thing next week. It's teaching us how to appreciate each other, and it's teaching us about what each other like. And then other weeks we can do common ground where it's like things that both of us like, but we can switch this thing up and get more of an enriched, fulfilled relationship, because that's what the crossing energy is saying, is that this relationship, it needs to be more enriched. And so it's just like saying, where it's like, if you have the woman that is taking care of all the household needs, maybe you can help out. Maybe you can help out with the kids. Maybe you can help out with, if you don't know how to cook, please don't go in there and murder that food. I love food. Please don't go in there and murder that food. Just clean the damn dishes. Put the dishes in the dishwasher. Make sure you get all the food off before you put it in the dishwasher. But please don't go in there murdering that food. And don't say Rashad told you to, unless you got some cookbooks or something, you know how to follow instructions, But there needs to be more fulfillment within this relationship. You have the justice card in the challenge in the crowning position. I love the crowning position. The crowning position is your current energy, and it's what you need to do in order to solve the problem. The overall energy gives you the landscape of what's happening within this connection. The crossing energy is the energy of telling you this is what's crossing out the overall energy, where it's influencing it, or this is what's destroying it. This is what's, removing it and blocking it out. And so the crossing energy is basically, it's somewhat of your challenge, but it's more prone towards either a roadblock or an influence. Your crowning energy is what you need to do in order to solve this dilemma, and it is your current energy. I love it. The Justice card is present. The Justice card is all about balance. When you look at the Justice card, you see the scales and you see the same sword that is in the Ace of Swords, as well as the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. Whenever you see the swords in the upright like that, this is representing truth. It is saying that truth is going to come in. Whenever you see the scales, especially when they are even, it talks about balance and it talks about justice. Balance is about to come into this situation. This thing is about to be balanced, and you're going to learn how to be more balanced in this situation by getting a more enriched relationship. What the crossing energy told us, we need to have more of an enriched relationship, where it's like, let's not only be focused about this person dick, but let's also be focused about their interests, what they like, taking interest in the things that they have interest in, and it's vice versa. Because Spirit is saying what's going to make this thing balance is a partnership. Partnership is the thing that's going to make this thing balance. Is that you guys got to learn how to work together. This is a couple that wasn't working together at first. You didn't have that cooperation. You didn't have that teamwork, that team building. And so you need to do more things that you can work together as a partnership. And you need to be focused more on your partner, because the more you focus on your partner, you end up binding this relationship more together. Binding in this sense is not being seen as a negative way. Binding is actually binding two things together, gluing two things together. And so in this aspect, binding is very powerful and is seen as a really good thing. But it's saying that binding is going to take place once you learn how to work together. These are two people that need to learn how to work together, because your partnership, that is where you lacked within this relationship. Is that sex could have been good, everything else could have been good, but learning how to work together was your downfall. These are two people that probably didn't talk to each other. These are two people that didn't run plans by each other. These are two people that was completely on two different missions. And Spirit is saying, look, if you want to bring this thing back together and keep it together, you got to learn how to work with this person. You have in a challenge position, which is what you need to do in order to bring this connection back together, in order to keep this connection together. You have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is all about resting and retreating. It's giving up. It's waving the white flag and saying, you know what? I don't want to fight no more. I don't want to argue anymore. What happened is what happened. Can we move forward? Can we move forward? Can we just move forward and allow me to do something different? And so it's asking you the question. The challenge position, it always asks you a question. And so I'm going to ask the question for you. With everything that was done, with everything that was said, are you able to move forward? Are you able to move forward? It's not saying that you have to forget what happened. And yes, things may need to be implemented because of what happened, but can we move forward? Moving forward is saying every single day you're not going to remind me of what I did. Every single day you're not going to bring me down and belittle me. Every single day you're not going to do the most of keep arguing about something that I did 3 months ago or that I did 3 years ago. Are you able to let go of this energy and allow me to try my best to be a different person? And so the challenge position, it always asks you a question. Are you ready to wave the white flag? And this question is very important, because if you're not ready to wave that white flag, then you're not ready for this connection to come back together. And so both parties must ask themselves that. Are you ready to move forward? We have, as the clarifier, we have the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands is all about trying to maintain control. This is someone that is going to persevere. This is someone that is going to put in the work. And so Spirit is saying, look, I need you to move forward, but I still need you to put in the work. Work still must be done. And majority of this work is partnership within this connection. This is someone that did not know how to work as a partner. This is someone where instead of talking to their partner about, the budget, you just went out and spent, and you didn't talk to your partner and say, hey, should we purchase this? This is someone that did not know how to work as a team. I'm going backwards. We have beginnings. We have new beginnings for the crossing energy as the hidden emotion. This person wants a new beginning. This person want to be fulfilled. They want a new beginning with you. They want to try again. They want to start over. They want a new direction. What is the hidden emotion for the crowning energy? We have separated space and blockages. This is what the justice was talking about. It's too much space in between you guys. Space can talk about you have so much space in the in between of you, divine masculine over here, divine feminine over here, that you give room for everybody else to fit in the middle of this relationship. That you invite other people to have opinions and advice in this relationship, when there should never be that much space between a couple, especially a divine partnership like this. You should be so tight and bound that you don't give room for anything else to come in. This is someone that could have been seeking advice from outside people, not realizing that you have to be careful who you seek advice from, because not everybody have good intentions. Some of these people want to see you fall. Some of these people want to see you fall so that they can get your person. And so you got to be careful who you get advice from, especially putting things on a main stage, thinking that social media is your therapy. Social media will be the very thing that will break up your relationship and then grab the person that you were with. Be very careful about who you bring in your relationship. And there should never be that much space within a relationship. You and your partner should be very tight with each other, always by each other's side. What is the hidden emotion for the challenge position? You can't make this shit up. Twin flame. This is a mirroring connection. And that's one of the reasons why I fucked up. Everybody want a twin flame, but don't realize how fucked up a twin flame is. You mirror each other. And in order to control the other person, you must learn how to control yourself. Because if you're the type of person, this is how twin flames mirror. If you're the type of person that whenever you get mad at your partner, you go to social media and you don't say their name, you just say it in general, where you just like, I don't know why niggas always act like, they gotta come in and just throw clothes and stuff all around the house and they can't pick up behind themselves. You got to be very careful with mirroring, because when someone mirror you, they can mirror you with more intensity, and they can mirror you with a more powerful energy. And so now when that person sees that, they mirror what you have done, but when they go on their post, they say, I don't know why the fuck Brittany is nasty as hell, don't season her food. And it's like, whoa. Divine masculine, that was below the belt. That was extremely disrespectful to your partner. But then you have to think about this, but who started this? Even though you can think that you did yours in a more innocent way, you opened the door for this person to mirror you. You got to be very careful in a twin flame connection, and that's why they are so fucking toxic, is because you mirror each other. And when two people are mirroring each other, it can do some damage, because the other person is only trying to reflect back what you put out there. And so maybe in this connection, instead of putting things to social media, we can go to this person and say, hey, can you please, pick up your clothes, whenever you get to the house, and just stop throwing them everywhere. Like, I don't mind helping you, ironing them, washing them, but can you at least just put them in the laundry basket? No, of course, remember, they mirror, so don't be surprised when they come back and say, oh, well, can you start doing this? You do mirror each other. And so that is one of the things you have to be careful with. Geminis, their crazy asses, should be able to survive in a mirroring connection, because at the end of the day, we own mirroring. That is our personalities. Geminis mirror the shit out of each other. And a Gemini can definitely teach you what mirroring is, because that is one of our defense mechanisms. Geminis are very intelligent and they rule communication. But when a Gemini has communicated and the person still haven't received what it is that they said, Geminis result to mirroring, where now instead of telling you to pick up the clothes from off the floor, they will mirror your behavior, and they will just start taking everything and throwing it on the floor. They will just start throwing all of this shit on the floor, and they will wait for you to say, what the fuck? Why the fuck are you just throwing shit on the floor? And then that's when they will come back. We'll pick up your shit. If you don't like me doing it, then pick up your shit. I've been telling you for the last couple of months to pick up your shit. Now all of a sudden you get it, because now I'm throwing my shit on the floor. So pick your shit from off the floor. That is mirroring. Geminis is the masters of mirroring. Gemini's first thing is to communicate. And when they feel that communication has failed and they are not being heard, they result to mirroring behavior. That I'm going to do what it is that you're doing just to get your attention, just so that you can see how it affects me. And once you get the message, now I go back to my norm personality. And that's why they say Geminis are bipolar. It's not the fact that they are bipolar or they have all of these other people living in their heads. Geminis master mirroring behavior. They will mirror your behavior. And so you have to be careful in connections like that, because if you are keep yelling at them, they will start yelling at you just so that you can see how it feels. If you keep belittling them, they will belittle you. And this is why mirroring becomes very toxic, because it can go to the extreme. You cheated on me, and now I'm finna sleep with your daddy, your brother, your cousin. And it's like mirroring can go to the point where it comes to no return. Just remember that. Because it's like once you start sleeping with family members and stuff like that just to prove a point, just know that connection might not come back together. That's a hard one for me. I don't think I can come back from that. But it just shows you that mirroring can go to the extreme. When people mirror, they do some crazy ass shit. And so when you know that you have a partner that mirrors you, be very careful what it is that you do. Because what you do will always come back to you, and it can come back to you with stronger energy. Be careful with a mirroring partner. What is the blockage within in this connection? The blockage within this connection is the Six of Wands. These are two people that's not recognizing each other. You know, one of the things that you want to practice and implement in your relationships is one of the things that I always do, with all of my kids. Elijah is the last one. Elijah is the one that but I have kids, and so one of the things that I've done with every last one of my kids is in the morning when I wake them up, I always give them a kiss. I always say that I love you, and I start with the agenda for the day, what it is that I want them to do for the day. Hey, this is the layout. I want you to go to school. I want you to be good. I don't want you to get in trouble, blah, 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 blah. At the end of the day, when putting them to bed, typically, I've always did when they were younger, and even, sometimes even in that junior high stage as well, that, I would always, put them to bed. I would always read a bedtime story, whether the bedtime story was teaching them some type of biblical truth, or whether it was one of the painted keys for the Orishas. And after that, we would do the Lord's Prayer. We would do Psalms 91, Psalms 23, Psalms 3, Psalms 1 and 2. And that's how we would end the day. And once we got done with the Psalms, I would always, kiss them and say, I love you, Daddy love you. You know that you do know that you are the most important thing to me, right? And after that, I would always compliment them on something. I really appreciated the fact that you took out the trash on time today. I really appreciated the fact that you went down at 9 o'clock and you did your chores like you're supposed to, because they know 9 p.m., go down and do your chores because 10 o'clock is bedtime, And so compliment them on something that they did right. We are so good at bringing people down when they didn't do the laundry, when they didn't do the dishes. But we never, it's rare for us to take the time to say, hey, I seen you. I seen that you did those dishes today. I seen that you did that laundry today. You don't realize how that positive energy, it promotes, it increases the possibility of that person doing it again because of that positive praise. That's conditioning. That you're conditioning them that when you do something good, I'm going to praise you for this. I'm going to acknowledge you. I'm going to recognize you for this. And the more that you recognize and you give somebody praise, they are highly likely to do it again because they know the reaction that they got from you. And so, Your challenge and your blockage in this relationship is that there is no recognition. You guys are not recognizing each other. You guys are not paying attention to each other. And so there are things that can be implemented within this connection that you can bring this person back, that you can reel them back in. And we can use positive reinforcement to get what it is that we want, and we don't even realize it. You have a higher possibility of getting what you want by using positive reinforcement than cussing that person out. Cussing is only going to promote an argument. Y'all are about to be arguing all day and all night. But the more we use positive reinforcements, we're able to bring that person back in. There's no recognition. In this recognition, it created a depression. That this is the thing that created sadness and division within this connection, is that two people were not recognizing each other. We need to learn how to praise our partners. We do it all the time with our kids. We are taught to do it with our kids. That, every single time that, when the kids will bring an A home, they would get $100. When they would bring a B home, they would get $50. When they would bring a C home, they would get $20. When they would bring a D home, it's like, take this $5, you better be glad you're not getting beat. And if they bring a F home, it's like, nigga. No, there's no excuse under the fucking sun. You could have at least got a D. No, bringing an F home with me, we finna be up for the next couple of nights. We finna be up for the next couple of nights doing nothing but work and essays and everything else. And I'm calling the school, asking the school if they could open that shit back up, that assignments can be redone and stuff like that. And they do it every time. And it's mainly because IEP is in play. If you don't know about it, if you don't know about it, Elijah, why is he doing all that whining?
Because he wants me to get up there.
Why are you not up there with him? Bring him down. Elijah, you trifling. No, you straight trifling. You in the house and you got him in the kennel. That's straight trifling. No wonder that boy crying. He's saying, I hear these nigga voices downstairs, and y'all trifling ass niggas that y'all not getting me out this kennel. Get him out that kennel. He should only be in the kennel when we gone. No wonder that boy crying like that. So the one thing that I'm gonna call Dylan right back. Okay, so the one thing that we need to now I forgot where I was at. Positive reinforcement. We need to do positive reinforcement. Schooling. If you can get an IEP, look it up. Get an IEP for your kids. It's very beneficial. Every last one of my kids, I put them on an IEP. It's a lot of things that you can do with the school when you have your kid on an IEP. They have to make accommodation for the kids. It's extremely beneficial. Do an IEP. Let's see what the hidden emotion is in this connection, or in this position of the blockage. Take them out to use the bathroom. Is the alarm off? No. All right, take them out to use the bathroom. What is confusion? Should have known that was coming. Not recognizing each other is creating a lot of confusion within this connection. You're not recognizing each other. You're not taking the time to appreciate each other. Let's go ahead and get this last position, which is the near future. This is not the all the way out there future. This is the near future. The near future, we have the 5 of Wands in reverse. Thank God. 5 of Wands in reverse is, if the 5 of Wands in the upright is fights. In reverse, there's no fights. And because there's no fights, we now have a love connection that is coming back together. So there's, so the future is telling you right now that this connection is going to come together when both fires on both sides is simmered. The moment that is simmered, that you are not flaming out about the other person, that spirit is going to do divine intervention and bring this connection back together. But it's only when that fire is gone. And it's mainly because the other person probably thinks that you're going to argue, you're going to fight with them. But you do have, as the first clarifier, they're ready to rush in. This is somebody that is ready to rush in, that they are charging in, ready to fight. And they are fighting for their divine feminine. That, this is someone that wants you. This is the pairing right now. You have the lover card out, you have the twin flame card out, and you have the emperor and the empress. This is a twin flame. This is a twin flame. You have the moon card here, and the moon card is telling you need to be cautious. What do you need to be cautious of? Of what this is telling you? Card at the bottom of the deck now, releasing. You need to be cautious. You need to release these arguments and fights. This is a couple that argue and fight too damn much and don't recognize each other. This person is lusting after you. This person is definitely thinking about you sexually. You have influences that you influence this person in a positive way. And you have secret admirer. This person is thinking about you. This is someone stalking you. This is someone that's looking at you on your page, looking at your social media. Card at the bottom of the deck is realization. What are they realizing? Only you. Return. This is somebody that want to come back. This is somebody that is ready to come back. They are ready to declare their love for you. And so this connection is going to end up coming back together. This is a twin flame that is definitely coming back together. But I don't think this is the same as the other ones from the last couple of weeks, because this one is really talking about narrowing it down, where it's like, look, this connection had too many arguments and fight, and you didn't recognize each other, and that is the reason why spirit broke this shit up. This was a very unhealthy relationship, and coming back in, you need to learn how to recognize each other, and you need to learn how to use positive reinforcement. There's a way that you can tell somebody something, and this is a twin flame. You mirror each other, and that's why the fights can be so intense. It's that when you mirror somebody, you'll say things that you don't even mean, but you're only saying it just because you want this person to feel what you have felt. You have angel number 1001, which talks about a spiritual awakening. You have angel number 1122, which talks about a great shift. And you have angel number 1919, which talks about cycles. Divine intervention is getting ready to happen. You have went through a spiritual awakening. Because of that, a shift is happening, and this cycle is getting ready to come to an end. You have the card at the bottom of the deck. You have 0909, which talks about new beginnings. You have 555, which talks about change. This is a connection that is getting ready to come back together, and it's going to come back together through divine intervention. It's not going to be by the hand of the divine masculine, nor is it going to be by the hand of the divine feminine, but this connection is going to end up coming back together by the hand of spirit. Spirit is going to bring this connection back together. Adios, amigos. Get your rose quartz. I'll put the link in the video description. And I'm going to do a live this week, and let's manifest love. Let's get this negative energy off of us and manifest something positive.